is enough said.
Happy Saturday, Heat Nation. Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Would really appreciate if you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. You know the drill. Now, let's get ready to rock and roll on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Feeling good, the weekend's here. Gonna be with the family today, but I wanted to give you guys a little something. Now, I know you're noticing stuff a little bit different in this channel, in this episode, excuse me. You're noticing a different t-shirt. I don't have a Miami Heat t-shirt on. Nah, got a new Ricky Bobby shirt. Love this movie, y'all, because why? If you ain't first, you're last. And I know we're noticing something different as well in the background. I normally have 4 jerseys, but today I'm rocking 2. Because today, we're talking about this man, Bam Adebayo. Huge news broke out today about Bam Adebayo, so I wanted to talk to you guys about it. Now, as we all know, Bam Adebayo did not win Defensive Player of the Year, unfortunately. It's another year that Bam has been snubbed. I feel that Bam has deserved the award since the 2022 season. We'll talk about that in just shortly. Now, it was reported by multiple sources that Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat are already in talks of a contract extension. Now, Bam Adebayo does qualify for a huge contract extension, you guys, but we don't know the full extent of the contract extension because it all depends if Bam Adebayo makes the All-NBA team. If Bam Adebayo makes the All-NBA team, then he qualifies for a 4-year, $245 million extension. Damn, I wish I was tall. Like, good Lord. 4 years, $245 million, ladies and gentlemen. That's an absurd amount of money on a yearly basis. But if he doesn't make the All-NBA team, it's still 3 years, $165 million. I mean, these are big numbers. So the question I have for you guys, do you feel that Bam Adebayo deserves these numbers? Let's talk about it a little bit. Now, Bam Adebayo has spent 7 years with the Miami Heat, and each of those years, you've seen improvements. Now, his first 2 seasons, he was coming off the bench for Hassan Whiteside. The 2019 season, he did start 28 games. He progressed from 7 points a game to 9 points a game, but it was his 3rd season when Jimmy Butler came to the team that Bam broke out. He bumped his numbers to 16 points a game, 10 rebounds. In my opinion, Bam should have been most improved player that year. Didn't get it. That was the whole bubble season. Now, the next season in 2021, that year was kind of a toss-up year for the Miami Heat, I like to feel, because you played 2 months literally after the bubble ended. You had a lot of guys that were playing hurt. But Bam did increase his numbers to almost 19 points a game and 9 rebounds. The 2022 season averaged 19 points a game, 10 rebounds, his first double-double season. That was the year I felt that he should have been Defensive Player of the Year simply because the Miami Heat were the 1st seed. But because Bam missed 6 weeks with that injury, that's why I feel like he didn't get it. He didn't get it the 2023 season, and this year, in my opinion, because the Heat were ranked so low in the standings. Bam Adebayo is not that guy, ladies and gentlemen, where he averages 2 steals a game, 3 blocks a game. And that's the reason why I feel that he doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year. He lost it to Rudy Gobert because Rudy Gobert's block numbers per game are sexy. That's what wins Defensive Players of the Year awards. If you guys don't remember, who in the Miami Heat won the Defensive Player of the Year? Alonzo Mourning in 1999 and 2000. Why? Because both years he was averaging almost 4 blocks a game. You need to have standout numbers. Now, the one that kind of irked me was when Marcus Smart won over Bam Adebayo. Because Marcus Smart and Bam Adebayo, it's pretty much the same type of defense. These are guys that shut the opposing player's offense down. But Bam does it from 1 through 5. Now, I understand that he didn't win it in 2023 and 2024. Not because I felt like he didn't deserve it, but because that's how the NBA is. If your team is the 7th or 8th seed, it's going to be really tough for them to give you an individual accolade award. So in order to get these awards, your team needs to be maybe top 3-4 seeds. That's why I feel Bam should have won it in 2022. But he did get snubbed again. But if you look at Bam Adebayo's numbers, you guys, for the last 5 years, it has been very consistent, especially the last 4 years. The last 4 years, Bam is hovering around 19 to 20 points a game, 9 to 10 rebounds a game. He's usually giving you 4 to 5 assists, 1 steal, 1.5 steals, 1 steal to 1 block a game. Now this season, this is the reason why I'm feeling like Bam is deserving this extension, you guys, because this year, something different is that Bam has evolved his game a little bit. Now, he's averaging the same numbers. That's not going to change because he's playing with a bunch of different scorers. But the fact that Bam Adebayo this year averaged 35% behind the three-point line, averaging almost an attempt per game. Remember, Bam didn't really start shooting threes towards the second half of the season, but it became consistent. Bam Adebayo needs to evolve his game. And I think now that he's 27 years old, he's just hitting his prime. And I still feel that Bam can evolve in his offense. I've said this so many times in the past, you guys. If Bam Adebayo can make his offense similar to like a Chris Bosh level, he'll be way better. He'll be an MVP candidate. And why am I saying that? Because you can say, hey, he's already at a Chris Bosh level. He's averaging 19 to 20 points a game. I think he can do better. I think Bam can average higher if he works on that offensive game. And you're seeing it. That midi, that three-point shot, the playoff series against Boston, you saw how Bam's shot was going in. Bam's the type of player that works on his game, works hard. So if you ask me, does Bam Adebayo deserve this contract extension? I say yes, for a few reasons. One, Bam Adebayo is holding that Miami Heat banner. The torch was passed from Udonis Haslem to Bam Adebayo. Bam is going to be that guy. Bam is going to be that guy that I feel that the Miami Heat is going to keep his entire career, like Udonis Haslem. You don't let a guy like Bam Adebayo walk. Now, I get it. Bam doesn't average 30 points a game and 15 rebounds. He doesn't average the numbers that Joel Embiid averages. I understand you look at Bam Adebayo and you think he's an undersized center. He doesn't average the same numbers as Joel Embiid, but he's making the same numbers as Joel Embiid. But it's because what Bam Adebayo does for this team. He not only puts up these offensive stats, guys, it's what he does on the defensive end. How disruptive he is. How much of a momentum he brings. Bam Adebayo is the most important player on this Miami Heat team. He's not our number one offensive option, but he's our number one guy. And he's the guy that we're going to start building around. Because Bam Adebayo, guys, he's developing relationships with different players. Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, a lot of people, Damian Lillard, a lot of people in the NBA love Bam Adebayo. A lot of people in the NBA praise high of Bam Adebayo. So what is this going to mean after the Jimmy Butler era when we're trying to get another player on this team? It's going to bode well for us. We have an opportunity to get a guy like Donovan Mitchell this offseason, possibly. Donovan Mitchell coming to the Miami Heat could be a big possibility because of Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo is going to play for Team USA. He talks to players. He praises Miami Heat culture. Eric Spoelstra is going to be with him as a coach. Guys, Bam Adebayo is going to be our new recruiter. Bam Adebayo is going to be the face of the Miami Heat moving forward. I know people are saying possibly Jaime Jaquez Jr., Tyler Hero can be the guy. No, it's Bam Adebayo. He's the captain, he's the flag bearer, and he's going to be our guy that we build around moving forward. And I know that sounds crazy. You're building around Bam Adebayo? Yes, because you're going to take and find a number one option and put him with Bam Adebayo. That's what I feel is going to happen. The Heat are going to try it this offseason. But if it doesn't happen with this current roster, and I've said this before, with a healthy roster, I feel this Miami Heat team can do it. So Heat fans, I want to hear from you. Do you feel that Bam Adebayo deserves this maximum contract extension? Or do you feel he doesn't? Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, do you guys think that Bam Adebayo can take his offense to another level? Or have we seen the best of Bam Adebayo? I really want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, you guys. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate everyone that takes the time to do that. Love y'all. Enjoy your Saturday. And that is enough said. Let's go Heat.